Z28, your favorite YouTuber, L to the W, back again with another video. So today's topic is going to be the 91 Z28 project car I just purchased. I'm going to talk about what all is wrong with the car and my plans for it. I figure those of you that watch the channel for a minute know that I am currently on vacation, so I'm going to try to work on this video on the airplane, and hopefully by the time I land I can go ahead and make it live. But so here we go. So it's a 5.7 tune port. This car is absolutely stock. Nothing has been done to it except for some minor repairs, like the looks like it has a fairly new alternator, but everything underneath here works. The hood latch is sticking. I might need to adjust or something. I did put a little lube on there. We'll see how that does. When I was doing a reveal video, I let it idle for a long time while I was flying the drone around it, and it did start to overheat, so that's another thing I'm going to have to look at. I'm not sure if it's a thermostat issue or coolant, but I mean, I drove the car like 700 miles home and we had no problem. Okay, so actually I said not modded, but I meant like the engine. Up front here, somebody put these clear turn signals in. I actually kind of like them, but I do have the original one, so I'm a little torn on if I'm going to do anything with that. And then over here, somebody put these clear side markers right here, and I don't like those at all. I'll be putting the yellow ones back in there. These wheels here, the 16x8s, they're on a 245, what, 40/16 or 45/16? I think they're 40s. Or 50s, I think they're 50, 245, 50/16, yeah. It should be, yeah. So I definitely plan on getting something bigger. From what I understand, that you can go to a 17 and not really have any issue rubbing, and it'll look better. When you go an 18, you get a really skinny tire, then it's gonna look funny with this much gap. So I do plan on looking to do like a small lowering on it. Maybe do some springs and bring it down about 1 inch, kind of tighten up this gap a little bit right there. For some reason these louvers are not even close to the same color of the car. Now the front end and the back bumper look to be like a shade off, and it could very possibly be painted. Believe it or not, my 92 Z28, I had to have the front and back bumpers repainted because the clear coat started to separate, started turning white and hazy, and that was within a few years of owning the car. So I mean, nothing big, it's just cosmetic. But other than that, all this paint, from what I understand, is original. I can't see anywhere where it's been resprayed, because inevitably you're going to get overspray on stuff, and usually when you have a repaint, you're going to see it on the stickers in here and stuff like that, and I don't see any signs of a repaint. Everything works in here. It's got the shade. This is what I'm talking about here. I got the original lights that went in the front. So, I don't know. I might put those back in. I do kind of like them. Look at this. I even got the original front license plate that thankfully nobody ever put on. And then here's the side markers. I know a lot of people like clear, but I do kind of favor the amber. So, I was given that box of parts. Those of you that might not know these Camaros very well, but these wings are factory wing. 1991, 92 Z28s had this wing. They had these scooped rocker panels right here, and they went to a flat 5-star, which to me, the IROC wheels are so gorgeous. Really like the IROC. I mean, I had one of these brand new and I never liked those wheels. And then the only other issue I have on the outside is something's up with this antenna. There's obviously some kind of bracket in there that's missing, and you could see a outline of a bigger hole right here. It probably was a washer, like a rubber thing that held it, and then somebody put this goofy stubby antenna on there, which I want to get rid of. Oh yeah, the only other thing is, he told me that the AC has been converted to 134, but as you can see there, this is still an original R12 compressor. So I'm not sure how compatible that is. I guess it's just as long as you change out the oil, it's fine, but usually when you do the AC, it's because your compressor blows up. So I don't know, maybe just something leaked and it was converted. But like I said, I drove it home all that way and the AC still works. So, oh, I gotta put washer fluid in here. All right, on to the inside, which is in absolutely, it's a pretty miraculous condition. I do need to fix this. It's a little lumpy. The power windows have been replaced, which I expected that. I tested it because mine at 5 years old, both of them died. But what's cool is they installed a module, so this car actually has automated up and down. We got 90,000 miles on it. And this is what I was talking about in my drive home video. Like, this has the airbag. These gauges are more round. The IROCs had them in like big circles in here. Also, whatever they did, they redesigned this. Anybody that's had an IROC knows that the armrest used to just blow out. I don't know what it is, but on this one they kind of redesigned it, and obviously you can tell even here after 20 something years they're still in good shape. Also, the IROCs are very good for those center vents not staying. They would fold. You'll see a lot of IROCs people have like matchbooks or something stuffed in there to keep those vents from rocking. But I like the way they just did everything here with the yellow writing and stuff like that, and I just liked it. So I do have to clean the shampoo this carpet a little bit. It's a little bit dirty, and I will have to take this to an upholstery shop. Somehow somebody managed to like really gouge that open. But that's really the only defect. I mean, the shampoo here can be fixed, the carpet can be fixed. It's not ripped or anything. It's missing the factory floor mats, but the carpet's still in great shape. Even if it's a little dirty, I'm good with it. It's an original carpet, who cares? These seats are like, what I do need to do is like right here, the padding does seem to be a bit worn. So when I take the seat in to get that fixed, I'm gonna have them check this padding here. But you know, like I said, here, the back seats, everything's fine. And of course, the headliner, which I can do. I can order a headliner on Rock Auto, but what I want to ask them is if they do it, will they reuse the same fabric? So if they use that same fabric, I might just have the upholstery shop go ahead and redo it. So there you have it. That's the inside. It's amazing shape. The dashboard's not cracked at all. The steering wheel's a little rough here on the top, but not sure how good that can shine through, but yeah, pretty good shape. All right, so game plan for the car. Like I said, appearance wise on the outside, I'm not really going to do that much. Definitely looking to do some rims, 17s or 18s, and lower it down. Oh, there is one other thing that I need to look at. There is excessive play in the steering. And that's when I was driving the car, every time I'd hit a bump, the car would want to wander or pull. And this is quite common, these old setups. So either the gearing in here, this box will need to be tightened up, or there's a rag joint underneath here that are known to go bad. And what it is there's a coupling here, and there's a soft damper that there's a soft sponge in there that's supposed to absorb some of the vibration through the steering wheel, and there's a common problem for that to wear out. So I'll have to check it. This is an older style steering setup, a lot like what's on the Grand National, all the older cars you have. It's not rack and pinion. So you have your steering shaft going to here, then you have your center links, your pitman idler arms, and all that stuff that's pretty good to be worn out. So I might just replace that entire front suspension, mostly for safety, but we'll look into doing some other stuff, maybe bigger sway bars, because I really want this car to handle better than what it does, which it handles good. But anyway, yeah, so lower it down, rims and tires. We're going to try to get some power out of this tune port, so we're looking at headers. I'm going to do shorty headers because full length will hit. I already know this. Full exhaust system all the way back, so if there's any exhaust people that want to help a veteran out, send me some products, man. I'd love to look at the tune port, and I know a lot of people do. I know it's not the best way to make power keeping the tune port, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to see what kind of power I can get keeping this tune port, maybe porting that base, changing out those runners and stuff like that, putting in a cam, changing out the heads, get some more lightweight free-flowing heads. We're going to be removing those catalytic converters out and getting rid of all this like emissions crap. There's an EGR valve underneath there that needs to go. Might look at boosting the ignition system up a little bit. This is actually a distributor type ignition right here. So you have a single coil and distributor. Pretty interesting. We're so used to now cars having one coil pack for every cylinder. And brakes, that's what I want to do. Actually, believe it or not, long before we heard about the 1LEs, these cars had a 1LE option. Not very popular back then because the 1LE deleted your air conditioning. It gave you a lightweight aluminum drive shaft, and there was a bigger dual piston caliper here on the front. Now there's a lot of people that make brackets now, so I can go with the original 1LE brakes, which I found I can get them still remanufactured fairly cheap. I can put Camaro SS pads on here from like a 5th gen or a CTSV off a Cadillac. Got a lot of brake options, but it definitely needs a little bit of something added to the front here. So when we get these bigger rims on here, we'll be able to go bigger. Now this car with the 5.7 has what they call the G92 option, which gave you a little bit of a gear ratio improvement and a bigger PBR disc brake in the back. And I know a lot of people always called me crazy when I brought this up, that this car has a dual catalytic converter exhaust, and people always like, they never understood. So let me try to show you real quick. Let's see if I can't get this underneath there at all. Probably not. This is a big camera. Alright, here we go. There's one converter, there's another one. As you can see, the pipe's wide off right there. So there are, is it 2 catalytic converters. One, and then 2. See, so 1 and 2. So that was the G92 performance package that was actually, I believe, mandatory on all the 5.7s, but that helped it breathe a little better, gave you a little more braking power in the back, but we just need to do something here for the front. So tell me, what do you think? I know a lot of people said they wanted something a little more up close and personal with this car. I want to see a little bit more, so I figured I'd throw this together before I go on vacation. That's it. So there she is, man. I love it. So happy. I cannot believe this car is in this good a shape. All the cars I looked at have been like repainted, which isn't a big deal, but if I was going to redo it, I wanted to repaint it or just wrap it. And people's interiors were just destroyed. But as you can see, this car has fared extremely well. It originally came from Michigan. It was just a summer car for that guy. So in over 10 years, I had like 40,000 miles. Then the next person bought it. They lived in Ohio and they drove it just a little bit. I don't think this car's ever seen a winter. You can see underneath here, it's absolutely spotless. So it's been pretty much kind of like my cars. Sit in the garage, only come out on days. That's why I've been trying to find a car like this forever. And when I saw one in this good a shape and for the price I got it at, I had to jump on it because it was really good. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm probably gonna take these off. I took them off on the Firebird and it looks so much cleaner. I really don't like that. It's a pain in the rear to get those off, but it really makes a nice difference in the car not having that door edge guard. Like I said, guys, please help me out. I'm trying to grow the channel. I got this car and we have endless things we can do to this car. I mean, we could do a turbo, we could do supercharger, maybe even down the line LS swap it out. I mean, there's anything. I'm just going to try to make power right now with this 5.7. So the tune port, good time. So go ahead, please like, share, comment. Please subscribe if you haven't. Links down below if you care to donate to help with the build. And we'll see you on the next video.